Alrighty, hey guys, I'm brushing out Dexter. Alright, I told myself, you know what? I've been doing enough streaming. I've been doing enough live, streaming. Nobody wants to hear, there's a part of me that's just like, oh man, I shouldn't have done that. Anyways, there's a part of me like, stop it. Nobody wants to hear from you, nobody thinks you're cool, stop it, and another part of me is like, oh, but I really want to. And then it's like, oh, see, you're an attention seeker. You're just trying to. Then I was like, okay, anyways, I shouldn't even be explaining this. I really shouldn't even be explaining this. Okay. Polly, hey, what's up, Polly? What's up, Chris? Okay. So, but I was just going to groom my dogs. Like, I got, I have an early day again. So, I was going to groom Dexter today because he really needs it. Oh, my goodness. And during the walk earlier, he peed on Angel's head when they were sniffing on something. He peed on Angel's head, and it looked like he did it on purpose. And he was kind of upset yesterday too. So I cleaned off Angel's head earlier after the walk, and I was like, all right. And as soon as I put the blanket on, he jumped up on here, and he was like, you gonna groom me? You gonna groom me, bro? Hey, bro, you gonna groom me? Anyways, I don't know. That's how his voice sounds in my head. Anyways, okay, so as I was brushing him out, I was using this kind of thin undercoat, and I got, a bunch of dead undercoat out of him, and he loves that part. But here, his ears, this side I did, and sorry, I didn't buy a tripod because I just didn't have time. Anyways, so I was going through with the undercoat rake, right, and I noticed a bunch of just crusty stuff coming out, and see how packed and loaded the skin is. Look at that. Look how crusty and packed and loaded that is. Now I'm just gonna kind of pinch and pull here with one hand and just kind of show you. Look at that. All I'm doing is just kind of pinching with my fingertips, and look, the stuff that comes out. See that? So that's what's causing the tips of the ears to feel so crusty and rough, And then on this other side, I haven't done yet. So on the other side, you'll notice it actually looks cleaner than this side that we did brush, because this side we've, kind of got everything out of those pores and it's coming out now. So it looks very dandery, very rough. This side, the side that we haven't touched yet, actually looks kind of clean because they're all, but if you zoom in, you can see the skin looks rough, right? Skin looks bumpy. And it feels bumpy. It kind of feels a little, you could kind of feel the texture, it kind of feels like a little bit like sandpaper a little bit. You could feel those tiny little bumps. But as you start to pinch, see, I'm just going to do it with my fingertips here. Watch this. You can just pinch. Look at that. See that? Oh my goodness. See that? So all of that was just loaded in there. There's tiny little hairs. Look at that. You can see a dent where that came out of. See that? So all of that is what's making your dog's ears feel so thick and kind of padded, especially here at the ends, especially during the change of the seasons, like around the spring, summer, fall, and winter. And so let me see if I could just kind of hold this steady so I can get another little bundle. Okay, see that little bundle there? So that's what's coming out. And so this side here, it literally feels thinner than this other side. This other side feels kind of padded now. And I wouldn't have even noticed had I not done this. Oh my goodness, when I did that, I just got a bunch of, okay, so I just kind of snapped my fingers and look at that. Anyways, so we were talking about, I forget who asked the question, but we were talking about crusty ears yesterday, and they were like, what do I do? And I was saying that you can use this. Oh, you know what? I'll show you a better tool you can use. Shoot, I really shouldn't be showing too much of my bag. I mean, I know I talked about authenticity yesterday, but I was thinking about it. I was like, I think there's a difference between being authentic and being crude, I guess, I don't know. I was like, I want to be authentic, and I want to be able to confront my fears and confront the embarrassment that I feel sometimes, like, oh, I'm not perfect, people are gonna find out, I guess. But then I feel like there's a fine line between being authentic and not trying to put on a front, but then again not trying to purposely turn people off either, like burp and fart and scratch your armpits and sniff it and stuff, and like, what, I'm just being me, I'm just being authentic, it's natural. I don't think that's being authentic. I think that's like crude. I don't want to be that way. So I'm trying to find a fine line. Okay, nobody's commenting. Perfect. They're probably just like, what do you even say to this guy? Okay, so I'm gonna try to do this with one hand here while holding the camera with the other. Oh, sorry, Dexter. Okay, I just need to get a good angle at it. Okay, so I'm just gonna pinch and pull. See that? Look at that. So that, see, and it's bundles. You notice it's just, it's not single hairs, it's like bundles of hair. And that was just from a little, just a very slight, it's hard to get with one hand. There we go, pinch and pull, see that? Look at that. And you'll notice that where those little bundles came out, you can see where it made a dent. And then you can actually see where there's dead hair behind it. See that? You can just pinch it out. So is that crust from an ear infection and the waxy stuff? No, it's just dead skin cells, you know? And because I haven't brushed him, I haven't touched him with the brush probably in a good month, maybe 2, because I'm a horrible dog owner. And this change of the seasons came up on me. Look at that. And it's just dead skin cells, and stuff. Koreans have a word for it. We call it 대. And they call it 대미러. And that means literally like push the dirt off your skin. But we have like the exfoliating towels, scrubbing towels, and they'll literally like scrub the dead skin cells, you know, and it looks like dirt kind of, you know, like, and even the water, when you see the water, like, you know, go down the drain, it's like, ooh, was that on me, you know, like. So even we have it, you know, it's just dead skin cells, you know, our skins are constantly shedding, you know. So anyways, so that's what I'm doing there. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get all of that out. I'm gonna clear all that out. Then I'm gonna use, what do you do in that situation? When do you get, oh, this is Gabby Duarte. Duarte? Hey, what's up, David? Gabby says, what do you do in that situation when you get a dog like a cocker with very waxy ears? Oh, with the very waxy ears and everything, I like to use a good ear cleaner. You can even use witch hazel. This has witch hazel, actually, this Kin & Kind Clean Ears. This is made with witch hazel, tea tree oil, and aloe. Hand mixed in the USA. I really like that, nice little touch. But anyways, I like to use a really good ear cleaner. Clean out that ear really good. You know, cotton balls. I use cotton squares. And then once it's clean, then I like to put a light layer of oil on there. Avocado oil is a good, you know, easily accessible oil, but just a very light layer of oil. Or what you could do is, what I like to do is just, let's see, do I have any more? No, I don't. But I had some really good conditioning spray, and they have oils in them. And so I just, you know, I would spray it in the ears so that the conditioning spray and the oils in there gets back in those pores and re-moisturizes those ears, keeps them clean and healthy. Because if you use alcohol or hydrogen peroxide or anything that's going to dry out those ears, I mean, yeah, you're zapping everything and it's clean and it's squeaky clean, but it's dry. Now that it's dry skin, and now bacteria and everything, infections can move back in. So you want to keep it clean and oiled. Oil protects life. Oil protects all life. Even the trees out there, all the trees and the leaves, it all has oil, a very light layer of oil. Even ourselves, they call it the acid mantle, very light layer, you know, thin layer of oil on our skin that protects our skin. Fish have it, everything has it. So you want to keep the ear clean and oiled, not clean and dry, okay? And alcohol and peroxide and all of that is going to dry it out. That's why I don't like, and I don't even like a lot of the prescription stuff, because again, it's going to dry it out. Use it, of course, if the vet prescribes it, use it, and then after it's clean and you used it, just a very light layer of oil on your fingers, you know, or on a cotton swab, you know, just very light layer of oil, just to give that ear a little protection. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna clean it out, you know, clean it with the clean ears, maybe use some of this Bannex spray on there, you know, get rid of any of this actually helps with ear infections as well. It zaps bacteria and fungus. Then I'm gonna take him over to PetSmart. Not PetSmart, Pet Supermarket, where I took Angel last night. They were a little upset with me because I went late, and so that's why I'm trying to get Dexter done first, so I don't have, so I won't get them upset, go too late. And then Weemy over there, he's small enough to where I can just wash him in my tub, right, Weemy? You and I, we're gonna take a shower together, right? We're gonna be shower buddies. We might be a little more than that, but that's for a different channel. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I told myself I was gonna make too many inappropriate jokes. Well, actually, that wasn't inappropriate. I mean, well, we're just gonna play. We're gonna play around in the shower. Okay. Gabby Duarte says, "Thank you. Hey, thank you." David T. But a fish can't technically get dry skin, though. I guess so, David. Man, why? Why you always gotta expose me, David? You know what I'm saying? He comes on his channel all the time and just expose me, mocking me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, David. I like you, man. Pauline, oh, thank you. Awesome. So that's what I'm gonna do. Dexter, you want to strike one more pose? You want to strike a pose before I end this? Hey, excuse me. Do you know who I am? Do you have any idea who you're talking to? Huh? No? He's not impressed. He's never really been impressed. Look at, oh my goodness. Wow. Totally just turned his back on me. Oh my goodness. What? He's like, if you're not going to groom me, if you're just going to keep talking like that, talking that nonsense, right? It's like, homie, don't play that, right? Anyways, David T, I was literally putting my tablet down to charge, and I got a notification that said to go bust on Jude's. Nice. I felt a disturbance in the force, because I remember you telling me every time that you put your tablet away so you can actually try to be productive, I come on, and I'm a very bad influence. And so I was like, oh my goodness, I felt a little tingling. A tremor in the force, and I was like, I feel like David is about to do something productive. I gotta get on. I gotta interrupt this guy. Anyways, I'll see you guys.